Okay, we're set to live, so you can feel free to start in a minute or two. All right?
All right, you tell me when.
All right, the attendees are coming in now, so you're good to begin.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Norristown Area School District Special Education Parent Meeting. We thought it would be a good time of year to just provide everybody with some updates and information in regards to things that are happening in our special ed world around the district. So it's nice to meet everybody. My name is Casey Molitor. I'm the Director of Special Education and Pupil Services. Tonight, we also have with us Erin Gradnitsky, our Elementary Special Education Supervisor, Mike Fieris, our Middle School Special Education Supervisor, and Jeff Ennis, our High School Special Education Supervisor. And they will be sharing some information with you in just a couple seconds. So tonight we really just wanted to go over the reopening plans for the district as it pertains to our special education students, extended school year since that's coming up very soon, COVID compensatory services, which we have brought up earlier in the year. So we just wanted to give you an update as to what's happening with that and what to look forward to. And finally, compliance monitoring.
All right, so I'm going to start and just briefly review our reopening plans as it relates to Mr. Dormer's message that he did share out with the district a few weeks ago. So there are a few changes. We are, moving forward with the March 1st start date, but with that being said, we are taking our waves and we are combining them into 3 different dates instead of 5 dates. So on March 1st, 2021, that will encompass both waves 1 and waves 2. That includes all of our low incidence students in programs and our autistic support program, our MDS program, our emotional support program, and our life skills program. And then we will also include our students in wave 2, which are supplemental special education students. From there into the next week, which will be March 8th, 2021, we will have wave 3, which will still be our transition grades. So that includes our kindergarten students and then our students in grade 5 and grade 9. And then the third week, March 15th, 2021, that will include wave 4 and wave 5. Wave 4 encompasses grades 1, 2, 6, and 10. And then wave 5 encompasses grades 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, and 12. And then we just wanted to, make sure that you do have all the updated information, which is always on our website. So we linked our website down there in the bottom right corner. But on our website, we have information in relation to the COVID positivity rates. We also have information regarding all of the waves that you can access at any time.
And if you notice at the top, our fingers are crossed because we hope that these dates remain tried and true.
That is absolutely true. We are hoping that they stay. And then we also wanted to touch base a little bit about extended school year. Our extended school year occurs in the summer. We are looking at the dates of July 6th to July 29th, but that will not include Fridays, so it'll just be Monday through Thursday. Some of you may have already received NOREPs or information revisions from your case managers. There is one change. We are observing July 5th as a holiday, so originally we did have that as the start date, but that will be a day off. In relation to locations and times, elementary, we are still looking to determine where the elementary program will be, but the hours will be from 9 to 1. And then for middle and high, the program will be at Norristown Area High School from 8 to 12. And then this is just a reminder that there won't be any breakfast or lunch served during ESY, but we will provide snacks. In April, and we did this last year, we will issue a letter just to gauge where parents are, if they decide that they are going to send their child or if they are not going to send their child to ESY. So definitely look out for that from your child's case manager. And if you haven't gotten that paperwork yet, you will most likely be getting it soon. If your student does qualify, if your child does qualify for ESY, and if you have any questions, you can also certainly reach out to your child's case manager.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to take a little bit of time just to talk about our COVID compensatory services. I think we talked about this briefly in one of our previous meetings, but just wanted to kind of get that information out there again. So, based off of our school closure due to the pandemic, when students do return back to normal operations, we're going to basically be doing a review from the IEP goals to determine whether or not there was any regression during our school closure. So the way that that's going to be done is we will be taking a look at where the students were prior to closure. We'll take a data point again when they return back into normal operations. And then from there, if we determine that there is regression, taking a look if the student is able to recoup the skills that may have been lost during the break. On the next page, Dr. Molitor, if you can go forward. This is basically the service worksheet that we're going to be using to make those determinations. As you can see, there's a line there for the goal, which we will put in there, list the program, the progress data point prior to break, the post reopening baseline, and then the 6-week data collection. From there, we'll be able to make the determination if additional services are needed to recover or meet a goal. If the answer is yes, you can see at the bottom, we'll be listing what the service need is and the frequency of which we will be providing that service in order to try and recoup what was lost during the school closure.
One other important piece of news that we wanted to share with you was the compliance monitoring, in which the special education department at Norristown Area School District is currently going through that process right now. And we just wanted to explain what it is, what your role would be in that compliance monitoring, and how the compliance monitoring is used. So essentially what it is every 6 years, there will be a review of the special education policies and procedures within our district. Parents, you play a role in the compliance monitoring in the form of feedback. So there will be a survey that will be sent out via email in February, in which we're asking that you provide your honest feedback to that survey. And how is that feedback used? Well, it provides the district with information that helps us improve those policies and procedures in which we're being monitored on. So it's everybody's helping everybody in this situation. So I will leave it open for any questions. I'll pass it back to Dr. Molitor, and we'll open it up for any questions at this point.
Sorry. Yeah, so as Mr. Fierce stated, do we have any questions regarding any of the information shared? Okay, seeing none, this may be the shortest parent meeting ever. If anybody happens to think of any questions after we leave the meeting, please feel free to reach out to any of us. We really are here to support you and your children and want to make sure, that everybody's doing well. And if, you think there's a need that isn't being handled, or you have questions about extended school year, or how we should say that the compensatory services are not the same as extended school year. So your child could qualify for extended school year, but not necessarily qualify for compensatory services. It really is based on the data, and those services may be delivered differently than ESY. So I just wanted to make that a point as well. So if there's no questions, then we thank you all for coming and hope to see everybody in person real soon. Have a good night.